You're at work, you're shifting in your seat, you just can't get comfortable at your desk. You're chasing kids around all day, you're cranky in your body because something is just nagging at you from the inside. Your hips are tight, your belly is, Take a few minutes, come down onto the mat with me. It's so easy. All you need is an air-filled ball. Let's get into those hips for just a few minutes and just see if we can make a little space, adjust how you feel in your body, give you a different perspective to the day. One ball on to the back. Oh gosh. Even just that moment to lay down can change your attitude, can give you a pause and a chance to just, say to your body, we're here to take it down a notch. And so here we are on the back. We've got one air-filled ball. Let's just go ahead, those feet on the mat, knees are bent. Let's just go ahead and lift up through those hips, giving those glutes a little squeeze. You can hang on to your hips as you lift up. Even that idea of hanging on to your hips with your hands, that gives you and your body some more immediate connection. Little lift through those hips. You can give them a little support if that feels good. You can allow the weight of your hips to drop down into your hands. You can use your hands to give you a little support, lifting in that upward direction. Lifting a time or a few just to get yourself into this area in a more therapeutic way. And from here, we'll lift up and bring that ball right onto your sacrum. Now, your sacrum is that small, flat, triangular bone right at the base of the spine, where your back turns into your hips, not quite into that softer tissue. And from here, you should feel that ball nice and pressed into that bony surface of the sacrum. And just to acclimate, orient yourself here, you can shift those hips a little side to side. And as you shift those hips from side to side, you're really getting familiar with, all right, yeah, there's that bony surface of the sacrum. Because if you shift far enough left or right, you will find that you kind of like dive off of that bony surface and into the softer tissue of the glutes. And for here, we're just going to stay right on that flat bony surface. You can shift from side to side because it does feel really good, almost in a way that massages that area as well as orients you to where we're spending some time here. And after you've gotten familiar, you might have found an angle or two where you're just like, oh, that pressure feels so good. And with that pressure giving you some satisfaction, that's where you begin to understand, I'm gonna hang out here for a minute. I'm gonna lean my body weight that way. Oh gosh. So tempting to run right off into those cheeks, isn't it? But let's just stay here for this particular little tutorial. Let's just stay on that sacrum. You can explore the edges, right? And really gain some understanding of what it feels like to shift your body weight a bit from side to side, how that feels different than just staying right through that midline. We're not afraid to move here. That movement from side to side, it's informative as well as satisfying, as well as oh gosh, I'm just gonna hang out here. You can lift your legs. You can lift one leg at a time. You can balance yourself on that ball. You can move your legs through a range of motion. Oh my God. And when you find some areas that just feel like your body is saying to you, right? If I could interpret what my body was saying here, it would be just hang out. It's asking me to roll through those ankles. I'm getting like snap, crackle, pop. Feel a little stretch up the back of the legs. Where have you landed? Like, what position have you landed yourself in? Or are you still moving those legs a bit from side to side? You could be in this position and take a nice figure 4 stretch. Holy moly. Really feeling that reformer class that I took yesterday. Ooh, how your body tells you what you're holding is really unique to each time we get down on the mat. You might find things that feel familiar or almost pattern-like. And you might feel things that, kind of give you the cues of, this is everyday tension that you're carrying. And you can also find that flavor of, this has been in there for a long time, right? That what you're holding that feels chronic is going to feel a bit different than what feels acute. But you're not going to know that difference if you don't get down on the mat and play along and be willing to move yourself from side to side on that ball. Be willing to move those legs a little bit. Does one side move easier than the other? And after you've taken a little time to explore, your body generally begins to slow down. When you find those places that are so satisfying, your body generally begins to slow down and encourages you to just chill out, just hang here. When you get to the point where your body is encouraging you to just hang here for a bit, that's when you know that it's your body that you're listening to and not the pace of your mind. When that fascial tissue begins to be summoned, when it's like, ooh, listen to me, you might be more inclined to linger, to give yourself permission to stay, to hang out in those places that feel therapeutically satisfying and somehow important. Your movements may move from exploring into fixing the details. You might find something that feels sensitive or tender. And you're like, those movements in combination with the sensation, it just feels like suddenly we're getting into something that's more multi-layered. You might recognize that you find your breath and the chatter in your mind finally starts to quiet. Instead of looking for a position or an angle that gives you some really satisfying sensation, therapeutic sensation, you might be like, I've found it, and you're locking into a position that allows that tissue, that fascial tissue, to begin to internally reorganize. When you learn to give yourself permission to slow down, when you find that sense of a yes from your body, when your body feeds back to you and you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I'm doing something that is calming and soothing. It's when you allow yourself to settle and trust what you're feeling, be very curious and open-minded about what you're feeling, so your body in turn gets the memo that it's okay to have this process. And I feel here that the position that I had found, giving it that sustained pressure, now it's like it's taking me into something new. I've worked through something here. I found a spot, held a position, allowed myself to linger and to settle. My body continues to lead itself through a state of reorganization, of release. Feel a lot of warmth through that lower abdominal area. My hips feel flatter on the mat. Now everything is just wanting to shift, soothe, and settle. I'd love to hear what happens for you when you give yourself this opportunity of sustained pressure into an area of tension. Let me know. You know why I'd like for you to let me know? Because being able to qualify what you're feeling, putting that felt sense, that sensation, giving it a voice, is where your body really begins to feel like you're understanding it. So drop a comment. Let me know how this feels in your body, how your body responds. So as you're participating in your own little corner of the internet, you get to hang out on this ball for as long as feels good to you, right? Sometimes getting down onto the mat is the hardest part, just getting started. But once you're there, you might be like, oh, I just want to keep on going. But let's make sure that we're tidied up here. So with those feet, bringing yourself, let's do this. Let's bring yourself back into a neutral pelvic position, nice and evenly situated on that ball. And you can go ahead and lift those legs, play around with some balance, maybe dropping those legs out to the side or bringing the soles of the feet together, perhaps butterflying through those knees. Whatever feels good to you here. And then I like to make sure that we're nice and balanced at the end of any technique or any session. So here, both feet on the mat, a little lift up through those hips. You can pull that ball out, and let's just reassess how we started. You can lift up, oh my gosh, I can lift up so much higher. You can lift up a time or a few. Again, bringing those hips, making sure that you're leaving yourself here in that nice, neutral, balanced pelvis position. Ooh, do you get a little more lift than when you started? Oh gosh, that's so good. So easy and attainable, right? Let me know how that went for you. I'll catch you in a video real soon.